Hi everyone, Shawne Vincent here, and I'm back. And I'm just going to tell you something about. I was in the latest news of the video game news article. It's about the trading card spotlight from at the WalterDayCollection.com. I'm just going to tell you something for a whole thing, as long as I will answer you. And it was written by my friend Todd Friedman. He uh, he's a video game news writer and with his assistants. So I'm just gonna tell you the whole thing why I'm just able to answer you. It said as it says on the website, our next trading card spotlight featuring Shawne Vincent, that's me, who currently displayed on the card number 440 from the Superstars of 2013 collection. He is also featured on card number 1076, number 2412, and number 3200. Shawne, who is known as the Nintendo Master of Sacramento, can be seen in the 2016 of edition Guinness Book of World Records, Gamers Edition. Well, at least as I just got 3 appearances from 2013, 2016, and 2017. With many world record scores on Twin Galaxy scoreboard, Shawne is always motivated to break records and be a best gamer in his hometown. He just beat the 2 tough hard mini shooting games which no one ever completed. The Swan Shooter and Night Strike is called Fear Park and is on the original Wii. One of his games is currently work on settings records for a puzzle game such as Super Buster Move, my favorite. You can see Shawne Vincent on his YouTube channel, Shawne the Great Gamer. You can also find out for more about Shawne on his video game adventure story on his gaming career and culture. Shawne Vincent's video game journeys. That's me. And as about for Todd Friedman, he just gave me lots of questions to answer me as well. And I will answer him as well for good. Todd Friedman said, "What are your opinions about the generation of video games? How you compare to order of classic games?" I just said I was performing a world record for highest score and winning streak. Even I were able to determine my destiny for my video game journey, and I'm going to try for the video game world and tournaments and championships. I know I can do it for the best gaming from now on. And and I said, as for the older classic games in the 90s and 2000s, some games was targeted as a Game Crazy store from Hollywood Video and EB Games, where it was just it had pre-owned price and MVP was serviced and offered by Game Crazy, which provide customers with 10% discount to use on games and accessories, whereas there's a 10% increase in the video game trades of value. And hey guys, here's what it looks like while I was in a latest news article, like a newspaper. Now, I'm just gonna read you a whole thing. Todd Friedman said, "Do you remember first video game arcade you played? What you remember?" I just said my first video arcade was Millipede, the Caterpillar Monster, when I was 5, and my home game console was Junior Pac-Man and Commando on Atari 2600 when I was 6. Ever since I was born in Montgomery, Alabama. Uh, Todd said, do you ever think when you were younger, when you was at the video game trading card?" And I just said, "Not exactly. I was just made my only the beginning of my appearance for the video game trading card when I was in 2013. Even I'll do my best for be part of the gaming history." Todd said, "Have you even received media coverage for your appearance on the trade card? If so, where?" I said, I just said I was in Sacramento Raw Radio Show when I'm interviewing for my story. It was back in May 13th of 2013, and June 23rd is 2013, and August 6th, 2013 is at Jamie's DeRosa fashion show event from downtown Sacramento when I was in downtown Plaza. Especially, I was having more interviews for the appearance for the video game trading card award ceremonies it's at the Arcade Expo 3.0, 4.0, and 5.0. It was from Abandon, California. With Todd Fryman said, when I first met Walter Day, where I was at, I just said I was in the chat online at the Twin Galaxies from American Online. It was back in 2004, and I finally meet him at the Museum of Pinball from Benny, California. Was back in October 15, 2015. And Todd said, "If you can describe Walter Day in one word, what would it be and why?" I just said a video game hero because I will continue his legacy, and I have rigs for my humanitarian spirit and work on my video game journey. As from now on, I guess I always wanted to be as a video game hero. Cool, huh? And Todd said, "Are you still involved with the gaming today, and what role do you play?" I said, "Yes. I also have my responsibility for my video game journey as long as I create it, and I just determined to my destiny. Video games was life. It was my other different time for the beginning. I was just made my own journey. What I imagined for my adventures, at least I was good at it. I love to play Puzzle Bobble game of the series from Taito, like Puzzle Bobble Buster Move 2, 3, 4, Super Buster Move 1 and 2, Space Buster Move Bash, and more. And my goal is to become a Puzzle Bobble Buster Move champ or a puzzle master." And Todd said, What is your favorite portable game device and why?" I just said, because I love Game Boy Advance and Nintendo DS. It makes me so smart as long as I ever learn for the intelligence. Todd said, "Do you perform PC or console gaming and why?" I just said, I will probably just play every Nintendo game console, but any different console sounds okay with me. At least I give it a shot, just like Sony PlayStation and Xbox and any kind of stuff. Difference between. Todd said, "What games today do you ever play for your favorite genres of games?" I just said, I love Puzzle Bobble, aka Buster Move game of the series, and even the video games of the 90s and 2000s. The next thing is, Todd said, if if you could own a one arcade or a pinball, so what it would be and why? I just said I will able to get Ultra K and or Global Arcade someday. It was a revolutionary multi-game video arcade machine that lets us select and play hundreds of licensed and legal video arcade classics from major game makers. And it's made with a commercial owner operator in mind because it also used to be at home. And 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 Todd said, which console company is your favorite and why? And why for Nintendo, Sony, Sega, and Microsoft? I just said because I love Nintendo. Nintendo is the most of the coolest name of the video games and consoles. Even it's been developed of the gaming company and the most influence in the industry as long as I love. So anyway, I I I also I should handle to collect some cool stuff. And when I went to the store and shopping to Oregon on the internet, and it's got lots of Nintendo cool stuff like T-shirts, cool hats, and cool belt buckles, notebooks, pajama set, wall decorations, wallets, photos, notebooks, and of course video games. That is exactly why I'm wearing those. Mm-hmm. Uh, yeah. And, and Nintendo comes up with the cool new stuff all the time, even the special rewards too. It is possible to keep up with the good it's fun to try. Well, it's all the cool the best of the ways instead of gaming. And then Todd said, what does it take for the video game journalist? And I said, actually, I will do my best for knowledge of the various genres of different games would be a key, I think. Next one is Todd said, how does video game music influence games and pass and present? I just said, I'm only just listening to the video game music, and even with a video game remix, electro and techno music. Todd said, are video games aimed mainly children, adolescents, or adults? I just said, my brothers and sisters and I fell in love with playing video games when we were kids. It was back from the 1990s. Todd said, do you believe some video games are too violent and leads to the violence in America today? I just said, not exactly. I'm not interested instead of too violence for video games. Next one is Todd said, do you prefer playing video game alone against friends or online and against against in the world, and why? Then I said, because I love to play video games with Wi-Fi and gaming network online and gaming live stream ever since when I was alone, and people will might get to know me all over the world. Even good thing is they have a video game tournaments and gaming network online where I just won already instead of two times for a while ago, like Tetris 99 and Tetris Party. Next thing is Todd said, which company makes the best game and why? I said Taito, of course. Taito just made Bubble Bobble was in 1986 instead of popularity. Even the Puzzle Bobble, aka Bustin' Loose series, is one of my favorite and it makes me be smart as well. And the other next thing is, do you learn anything from playing video games? I just said I played an old school NES at the arcade when I was 8. I enjoy and learn a lot of history of video games ever since I was 17. And even I just love to read video game magazines a lot, especially I watch G4 TV. It's a video game channel where from my Comcast. Next thing is Todd said, "Are video games good for relief stress?" Then I say yes. I was finally beat the game with no continues for every Buster Move game for a high score. Especially I love being an area adventure game where I just get at Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man for just only fast mode and and any kind of rifle game it makes me so feel so my heart. And the next one is do you like when a Hollywood makes movie from a video game? Then I said yes. It's called The Wizard, the video game movie. At least it was my favorite, and it was back in 1989. It's a story about the boy and girl who takes a hidden genius little brother to the video game championships in Los Angeles. And next one is, what is your favorite video game character and what makes a character special? Bubbly and Bobblet, as they are Bob and Bob, those two adorably amazing bubble dragons. Even they just got difference between their bubble powers and rainbow powers, where they were humans from Rainbow Islands, and I just love Kirby. Kirby is a hero of Dreamland where he could use inhale attack like a vacuum, and he can use copy abilities whenever he wants. And the next one is Todd Fryman said, "What springs in mind and what do you hear in video games?" I said, I was just searching for for the arcades, anytime, any place, and spending time in my life, even a video game night at the cafe, and when I was having some gaming companies and some gaming events. Todd just said, of these 5 element video games is which most importantly to you and why? Gameplay, atmosphere, music, story, or art style? I just said, I like to make a great perfect stories about me for my adventure, and even I already have a name of it, Shawne Vincent's Video Game Journeys. That's me. Todd just said, do you find the boss battles to be the best part of the video game? I just said yes. Just every adventure and fighting game, and at least I just stay positive for good. And the next one is Todd Fryman said, what is your favorite single player game and your favorite multi game? I just said, I just love to play Buster Move 99 on Nintendo 64 for a single play where has difference between for a great level. Even the edit mode, I just create every level by myself. As for my favorite multiplayer, I play Buster Move Bash on Wii where it's got 8 players as I'm good at it so perfectly. And here's the last one with Todd Fryman saying questions. Where did you see video gaming in next 20 years? I just said, I just heard all about the video game tournaments and championships for a while. You see, main generation has passed. Gamers has to compete to win battles, higher scores, winning streaks, even the best time of speed runs. And at the numbers of referees and adjudicators is the importance of historical contribution to qualify for the video game tournaments and championships and world records. At least I gotta do it from now on. You know it was my video game journey. Well, I guess that's that for today. Why? And you you know you know I'm just pretty lucky for that. Yeah, you were right. Is I better keep it up for sure. Well, keep it up for sure as well. So what can I just say? I gotta get into it. So so anyway, that's it for today. Was I'm on the video game latest news from the website from that thewalterdaycollection.com. Well, I hope you enjoy this. I will answer you guys for good what is I doing best for video games. This is Shawne Vincent from Sacramento, California of the United States, and I'll see you there.